I don't know if any of you saw that then, but the goddesses are going round the ring, no trouble. And just over here, the Scania nearly got stuck. So, obviously not so good on the off-road, but never designed to be off-road, where the goddess just went straight through the middle. Right, and as you can hear all the different sounds that are going on as they go round, especially the Scania. All the different tunes he's playing means a different thing, and as he approaches traffic lights, road crossings, anything like that, they will change the sound, so you know they're coming. And if you can hear my Mitsubishi going round, it's very continental. We do have some French sirens in there and all sorts, so if we're working abroad, there is different sounds and tunes come out. Where the old traditional fire engines, like the Hampshire, just had two tones to warn you we were coming. Right, now they made some dust. I'm hoping a couple of them will go on. Dampen the dust down, hopefully.
See if I can.
Yeah, it looks like the goddess has got discharged some of its water, dampen some of the dust in the ring. But once again, it carries 400 gallons of water, but as I said earlier, it has a 900 gallon a minute pump on the back. So if you do the maths at full chat, it doesn't take long to empty the tank. Normally they're hooked up to a hydrant or a water supply, so they can go on indefinitely. They were designed to sit for places for weeks at a time. Providing they get full, they would sit there and pump for a week or more. So very good at what they do, and the pumps are really good. You'll see the youngsters have got the hose reels out the side, what we call the first aid unit. Very good as a first strike. They would pull the little hoses off. And that is your first attack. You come to a fire, the first thing that happens, the officer has a look, see what's going on, and get the yellow, they're orange, get the reels off the side and get to work. Then the big hose come out the back, they will get that one ready. There will be a lot more water come out of the guy in the centre. There should be a command to go back to say they're ready. Here goes the little fella running back to tell them. And as we've got our young firefighters on the end, the little squirts as we like to call them, it's just checking everything is okay before the pressure goes through. Because if we put too much through, it would set them down. They would be sitting in there, especially the guy in the middle. He's got the most powerful one. And the hose he's got in the middle, he's got a small nozzle on the end of it, but that's the one that's capable of putting the 900 gallons out. Ever so powerful. It hasn't got it set up today, but you can see how far it's going, and you can hardly hear the goddess running. It's just ticking over, and we've got plenty of water supply. But the small hose rails, they were never designed to be a fire engine, they were a water mover, but they do work really well and they still use them. And if any of you are about in the 70s, we did use them in the strike and they did do the job really well. Just to let you know, the reason the Scania and the two in the middle aren't doing the display for it today, they are actually on duty and on call all weekend. So we don't want to get rid of the water just in case anything has happened. Because that big shiny thing in the sky has been about for a few weeks and dried everything out. So they are on call all weekend. They have been here since Tuesday evening and they will be here right through till Monday afternoon, just in case. But you can now hear the goddess, the revs are picking up. What that means is there's a little bit more pressure going through the hose reels. And they got it round the wrong way today, so the youngsters are getting all the spray. I don't know if that's intentional by the driver, getting his arm back on his children. Right, and what I can't see behind is they're now plumbed the other goddess in. So what we would do, if one of these was up against a vehicle, up against a house, anything, fighting a fire, all the water is coming from the one nearest the Kubota, and the one beside it, he's relaying in water. He isn't fighting the fire, so all he does is relaying his water from him to the next one, which means the one that's actually fighting the fire can keep going for that much longer. And then what they'll do, there's just been a command to knock off. He'll shut the pumps down, and you can hear the pump is now slowing. They had their fun for the afternoon. Now what they have to do, what we call making up, is stowing all the equipment, putting it back neat and tidy how it should be. Because what quite happens, especially with the Scania and the two small ones, we'll get a run and call. So you finish at one job, fill up the water, and you can go straight to another one. We put everything back as it should be. Nothing's tidied up when we get back. So if anything happens, we get a run and call, everything is in the right place and we can find it. The guy with the hose over his shoulder, what we call under-running. He's got to empty all the water out of that hose and wind it back up again. The reason we empty it, when that hose is full, in old money, it weighs about a stone every foot. So quite heavy when it's full of water. Don't ask me to convert that into kilos and modern things, because I can't do it that quick. But yeah, it weighs back down, and when that is 27 yards long, there's a lot of water in there. So I have to drain them first, and then he will be rolling it up to put it back. This is the hard bit. And in competitions we do this against the clock, and you have to run 1 a minute, which is alright if you're young and bouncy. If you've got a little bit older with a beer belly, it gets a lot harder work. But he's a lot younger than us, so he should be fine with us. And if you can see the little ones on the side, they're winding the other ones back by hand. No